Hey guys, RanterInShades here, exercise my first time ever vlog style. I'm making a video outside today because it is fucking nice out. And as you may or may not be able to tell, I got a haircut yesterday. I hate haircuts. I really fucking hate them. Seems I can't ever be at home without somebody bitching to me about my hair. It's usually my dad, my brother, and my grandmother whenever she's up here. Someone always has to bitch to me about my hair, and they're never usually able to give me a good reason why I should have it shorter. Usually it's just for really superficial reasons, and for reasons that have to do with, like, fitting in. Like, I mean this in the least rebellious way that I possibly can, but I don't give a shit about fitting in with anybody. I mean, people usually say that to try to look like they're badass and nonconformist, but little do they know that nonconformity is still a conformity. And I know that actually means that I am trying to fit in with something by saying that I'm not trying to fit in with anything, but I'm at least not trying to fit in with, you know, like the preps and all that. You know, I've never really liked preps. Preps have never really liked me. The last people I really want to fit in with are preps. I really don't want to look exactly like everybody else, at least at my school, whether this be back in high school or in college. I don't want to really look like everybody else. I really don't want that. And aside from that, you know, they usually say, oh, you look better with shorter hair. I think I look better with longer hair. I like how I look with long hair. But nope. It doesn't seem to get through to them, and they are pretty stubborn. And it's usually like, oh, as long as you live under my roof, I own your ass. That kind of thing. I mean, yes, my dad is a good parent, and I'm not trying to disrespect him at all, but he can be really fucking stubborn and really controlling, especially about my hair. Another argument he's usually given me is that it's not in style. Do I give a shit what's in style? Holy shit! You're talking to a guy who wears band shirts every day and, at least in the summer, wears fucking plaid shorts. You think I give a shit what's in style? The main reason that I really hate haircuts is because, really, they just ruin all the work I put into getting my hair to be as long as it can get. Maybe to the length of people like JJ Discussions, or Zach Has an Opinion, or dare I say UTF. Maybe it can be as long as his if I really put work to it, but nope. Every month or so, or every couple of months, someone always has to step in and force me to get it cut and ruin all the work that I put into it, and I just think that's unfair. I'm sure people in the 80s had it no different. I'm sure people back then, they wanted to get their hair to look just like their favorite rock star, but nope. Someone always has to step in. I mean, I'm not trying to really, you know, try to look like something or anything. I just like the look of having long hair. I like the look, and I just like the way it looks. And I think I'd be able to pull it off if I really put my heart into it. But someone always has to step in and say, nope. So all that hard work has to be put to waste, and I gotta go back to the drawing board like I'm at right now. Every time. So yes, I hate haircuts, and I think haircuts suck. But at the same time, if it weren't for a haircut, I wouldn't have gotten the nickname Shades. And I'm going to tell you that story right now. So, you remember the camp that I spoke about in the video I made about that MTV show, Camped Out, Frenchwoods? If you haven't seen that video, I'll link it in the description. But it was actually that very summer where that MTV production was taking place, after my first time there. And I'll show you a picture right now of what my hair looked like back then. Now, ain't that beautiful? And even then, I didn't even think it was long enough I wanted it longer, but still, it was the longest that I can remember it ever getting. Now, after I got back home from my time there, I was going to be starting time at another camp, a day camp called Day Jams. And that camp is now out of business, and it broke my heart when I heard that it was going out of business, because I had some real fun there. But anyway, what that camp is, hey, the sun's back out. What that camp is, if you haven't heard of it, it's a 5-week-long program with sessions divided into 1 week. Basically, what happens in that 1 week, you're put into a group with other musicians to form a band. It's based on age and skill level. And basically, you have a week to compose a song and perform it live in a little concert on Friday night. And that summer, I was going there for 4 of the 5 weeks. I could have gone to all 5 of the weeks had I not still been up in Frenchwoods at the time. Really, my time at Day Jams, it really is just really dependent on when I'm up at Frenchwoods. Like, the next year, I remember only going to 2 of the weeks there because Frenchwoods conflicted. But anyway, this was the weekend before I was starting my time there. And remember how long my hair looked, and my parents were not very pleased. They rushed me over to the mall to this walk-in haircuttery. Now, if there's anything I hate more than just getting a haircut itself, like, I'll get a haircut if I get irritated by it, like if it is too far down in my eyes, then I'll draw the line and be like, alright, I'll get a little trim. But if there's anything I hate more than a haircut itself, it's going to a walk-in haircuttery. I think walk-in haircutteries fucking blow, and here's why. I think that they have the most incompetent and lazy excuses for fucking employees. They are so sloppy with their work, unless you really want a really quick, convenient, and cheap buzz cut. But that's not what I want. They don't know the first fucking thing about fucking cosmetics. They don't know how to really handle somebody's hair with care. So they rush through the process. And by the time they were done with me, I looked like fucking shit. I looked horrendous. And I could have tried to defend myself there, but who am I to tell them how to do their job? So I just stayed silent through the whole process. But I looked horrendous when I was done, and I don't have any pictures of myself to show you, because why would I take a picture of myself when I look that horrendous? Now, the morning that I started going to this other camp, Day Jams, the morning that I started going there, I still have no idea what possessed me to do this, how I reached the conclusion to do this, but I gelled my hair back like a 50s greaser with some hair gel and put on some aviators. And when I got to this camp, the nickname started there, and it stuck. I liked it. Liked it enough to make it my middle name on Facebook, and let it transcend over to high school and to Frenchwoods. Many people today calling me Shades. I'm happy with that. And since then, I feel like Shades as a name and as the Shades themselves, they basically become part of my identity, I guess. It's like in the episode of Hey Arnold, when he loses his hat. He says that his hat is basically a part of him. That's basically how I feel about the Shades, as a name and as a collective. So even though I hate haircuts, despise them with all my being, I do have a haircut to thank for giving me part of my identity. So, thank you, haircuttery, and go fuck yourself. I'm Shades, and I'll see you next time.